Bob here yet?
It's time to blunder! Woo! The blunder years, back before all the beer made him age 50 years. What a tragedy. The blunder years, just before that buffoon went and totally ruined his career. Let's cheer.
Scola, ladies and gentlemen. I know, Bob. I'm moving you. Sorry, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, there I am.
The man likes the way it is, and you give him that way every time.
I like it up there.
Is your hair on fire, Bob?
What?
That does.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Why does everything look shitty?
Because they have to come and fix the internet tomorrow on the whole fucking block. I don't know what the fuck's the matter with this shit.
Fixing the internet. What?
Yeah, there's a whole internet green screen thing going on this block.
No, it's not giving the power to anything, and everything was going out earlier.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
This is not like art. I can't do no more.
She's got no power, Captain.
Scotty, Bob needs internet.
Welcome everybody to the Blunder Years, where we take a deep dive into the Wayback Machine of stuttering John Melendez. And let's be perfectly honest, I mean, the guy isn't putting out any new content, so everything's a Blunder Years technically. But this time we're going to do something a little different. Normally we play stuff from his podcast. This time we have an old Stern episode that we're going to break down.
Wow.
Yes, and this one's good because it's a much younger John, right? A much more popular John, but not much different of a John. Still the same scumbag back then that he is now. And that's what I love the most about this. So here's the story. The show goes to LA, I believe, to do the Grammys, like to interview people for the Grammys. And a bunch of the people from the show come out to LA. Jackie, Fred, Gary, Robin, Howard, John. John, by the way, the only one who brings, I believe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but he brought his wife and kid with him. It is because it's a work thing at the end of the day. So for you to bring in your family like that, that's a weird move on its own. Now they're involved, which they're not. This is your job. You go to work by yourself every day. You don't bring your family into the studio with you, you know. And then the rest kind of unfolds. I mean, it is classic John. So let's get into it. All right, we ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Stuttering John, once a week, I asked him to, I said, now listen, I'm going to give you a job to do. If you can't do it, don't take it. Say it now.
By the way, right out the gate, like Howard's, he's literally like, can you do this? It's not like I have a job for you to do. If you think you can't do this because you've screwed up so much other shit, let me know now. Not a good
out. Yeah.
Why does he have like caveman forehead?
He's got caveman forehead. He's got the glasses on the collar, so he's got a V-neck going.
His breasts are almost coming out.
How heavy are those glasses? Jesus Christ. It's got fucking telescope lenses in it.
No. I could do it. He said, give me the top 5 songs of the week. So I just turned over and I looked. I said, okay, I'll do that next.
It's not there.
I'm looking at the date, June 24th. So I said, John, come in here. Where are the top 5 songs? Today. So I said, today, does that mean like in 5 minutes or like after the show? After the show. I said, well, what good are you? I mean, what are you to me?
What are you to me is a great quote. And the other thing is, you work in a radio station. There is nothing easier to find out than the top 5 songs at a fucking radio station.
And Robin looked like a piece of ass back then. Truthfully, I mean, geez.
Hello, nurse.
Yeah. Look who I won at an auction. We'd play that game if we were dating.
Hey, don't talk about my girl like that.
He goes, well, I'm really so sorry. I said, no, sorry's not good enough. I needed it now.
Why don't you take the job away from him?
I will. Gary, can you now assign that to someone else like Benji, who's competent?
Beetlejuice or Gary the Retard would have been funny to give it to.
I'm going to say this was so long ago, Benji was competent. This is...
third or fourth time.
Benji's always been competent, though. He gets shit, but that dude, when he's there on time, he works his ass off.
He screwed it up.
Yeah.
It's Don. I'm having this conversation with John. He's been telling me how it's been going great, except for today.
Yeah, well, great.
It went great for a week.
Yeah. You know what? Just give it to Ben. John wonders why he didn't become associate producer. Ooh. I mean, here's your answer.
Because he's John.
Because he's John.
Because he's John.
And what year was this exactly about?
98?
98. Yep. 7/22/98.
I mean, no offense. Who would give him a real job? I go, well, where is it? Oh, today. I said, oh, so you'll have it for me in a few minutes? No. I'll get the list today. I said, it's in any Billboard magazine.
It wasn't a top 5 last week.
No. That's what I said to him. Why didn't you have it on Monday? You should have had it Monday. Yeah. Today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, and he didn't even bother to do it. And then he's sitting there telling Gary everything's been going great with this, except for today.
Listen, in John's defense, this is exactly the way he prepared for his own show. So it's not like he was any different.
Right. You're right.
I don't know, man. John, you wonder why you're not the associate producer? When it came down to it, I just said the guy can't handle it. He's incompetent.
He'll sometimes tell me he can do Gary's job.
Yeah, well, I don't think so. Gary can barely do it.
What a line.
Let alone John.
John is his right-hand man.
Right. Oh, man.
And I love what genius of him. He's not telling him to come in. Right. He's just going to fucking just hit this slab of meat hanging in the freezer for a little bit longer.
Anytime you have a question about your status on the show, look in the mirror. You'll see the reason. I mean, really.
And he gets mad at us. Like, we've never said anything this cruel. Hey, Rosie O'Donnell. How are you, Rosie?
The guy's just a mess up.
That's Gary, actually.
It goes around in circles, and I'm not John. I'm not taking a shot at you, but it just goes around in circles because he speaks.
It goes around in circles like my haircut, like a fucking bowl.
Yeah, Italian Mo from the Three Stooges.
So, because I spoke to Mike yesterday, Mike said he would have it ready, and I explained to John, it's not Mike's job.
Yeah,
and Mike doesn't care. It's not,
Yeah, Mike is.
Well, this is. To this day, John Mulaney, it's never, ever his fault. There's never a look in the mirror and say, maybe I fucked this up. Yeah. It's always, he'll just grab whatever name is close to him and just pull him down with him.
Isn't he?
Now it's Mike's fault. Howard said, I have a job for you. Can you do it? Now it's Ganji's fault.
Here, he's not accountable.
Yeah, Mike's not accountable. So
John was trying to
it's always someone else's fault.
And then John goes, well, new chart comes out on Wednesdays. And I said, John,
what about last week's chart?
When you leave on Tuesday, right? When you leave on Tuesday.
It's like Back to the Future. It's like, he's exactly the same. He's meeting his young self.
Yeah. People say, time, you learn through time, you learn, you evolve. He hasn't evolved anything.
Well, he does love the Seinfeld show, so learn nothing. Learn nothing.
He goes, Mike said he would have it ready. I said, if it were me, because I know how you could be with me, if it were me, I would say, if I have to go to the store and buy the top 5 records, I'm not leaving on Tuesday till it's ready.
You should just go on the internet. Right, look up the Billboard.
No, he has the list. He doesn't have. He's waiting for Mike to pull the music.
Right, he knows.
And here's Gary trying to help him, trying to. Right. Yeah, the guy who's who's a fucking idiot, giving him advice, going, listen, you got to get this done, no matter what it takes.
like when I got to Sirius, right? I didn't know how to edit audio. I didn't know how to record an interview with somebody and interview people on the street, operate a recorder, figure out, the settings and the record speed and all that shit. I didn't know any of that.
I didn't know it either, and I still don't. You see?
Right. But the difference is I was so hungry for where I was working and to get farther up the ladder that I said, why would I leave editing up to somebody else? And maybe they're not in that day, and then I have something that I wanted edited to give to somebody, and it can't be done because I'm too fucking lazy to learn how to edit. It wasn't an option. I want to be in control of my shit. It's not going to land on anybody else's fucking plate but mine. My responsibility. This guy, complete opposite. It's on his plate. It's his responsibility. But when the shit hits the fan, all of a sudden he had nothing to do with it. 12 other people are responsible.
But it is.
I have a billboard is bookmarked on my internet site, so that's easy.
Well, I don't know what he's doing.
And
just get him off it.
And
all
only,
right?
yeah, and it only changes like 1 or 2 records per week. They stay
Right. I know it's the same songs.
Yeah, so
John,
he doesn't have to pull new music all the time.
John has trouble doing one thing at the same time. So.
And look. He ain't moving. He doesn't want to go in there. He knows what's waiting for him. All of a sudden somebody doesn't want airtime, huh?
Let's take that out of his hands.
And the only reason I'm riding John a little bit on this is because for this particular thing that we're talking about, this is probably the 3rd time we're doing this rap.
I know. Yeah, it's just annoying. It's just he's annoying. I'll do everything. I find him very annoying.
But what I love about him is whenever you say, John, you didn't do it. Well, it's somebody else's fault.
Well, Mike.
And for the last 2 weeks, it was great.
Yeah.
But the third, 3 weeks ago, you fucked. I mean, you messed up again.
Even Robin's cursing about him on the air.
You didn't say it. Don't worry.
Oh, you crazy woman.
I have to pass the buck.
You know what I had funny conversations with John about that was really funny?
Yeah.
John would be late a lot.
Right.
So what he would do was he'd be late and I'd sit him down and he would go, I'm hardly ever late. I go, you've been late like 3 times in the last 3 months. Hardly late. I go, well, that's a lot to me.
Right.
So then what John would do is he would come in on time for 2 weeks in a row.
Right.
And he would come by my desk and he would go, haven't been late in 2 weeks.
Look at me. Look how great I'm doing. 2 weeks into a fucking 10-year job.
Needs a trophy for doing his job at the minimum.
Yeah.
And I would go, John, brag to me when you haven't been late in 2 years.
Right.
Yeah.
The next day he's going to be late.
And that was the whole thing. After inevitably, within a week after he bragged, he would be late.
Right.
And it was fog in the LIE. I woke up late.
Right.
I set my alarm.
Yeah. I mean,
Blackout last
how
night.
could you rely on him?
Let me ask Jackie something. Did he leave John again yesterday?
You left him here?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Because
Why?
John sometimes misses his ride home.
Oh.
I left my bag in the hall, so numbnuts would see it and realize I didn't leave. But
He's running through the hall. Did Jackie leave me again?
I would have, but
It's just his whole life's depending on other people. Rides home, his work being complete.
Yeah.
Just fucking take charge, dude.
Jackie leave yet?
I picked him up yesterday, and I come in like, I don't know, 5 minutes later than him, but he's supposed to be here,
Yeah.
But he said at the last minute, he says, pick me up tomorrow. I said, okay. And as we came up, I guess Gary was just letting somebody in, so he was holding the door as we're coming through the lobby, and I was behind John, and John went past Gary and goes, my car's getting fixed. I had to ride with Jackie, and Gary's eyes did one of those Three Stooges eyes roll around.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, because it still sort of annoys me. John's supposed to be in at 5:45. So yesterday he walked in at 5:06 as he did today.
Right.
Because he had to ride with Jackie. Which is fine. Give me a call. Let me know. I'll get somebody else.
It's so simple. It's so simple. I remember when I was living in Flushing and I was having such a miserable time commuting into work. And Gary wasn't even my boss then. I was still working for the news. And I would constantly update the news directory. I don't care if you think I'm annoying, but I'm not just you're going to know what the fuck's going on. Like, I'm going to keep you informed as to what's going on.
on the computer to get things started.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
But he doesn't let me know. All he has to do is call the night before or from the road or Lotus Note me.
Yeah.
That's why we have
Anything.
it. Look, I look at Lotus Notes first thing in the morning. It should say I should get a note from John.
Hey, where is John? Is he hiding?
Well, he must be because
Of
he was always
course.
wrong. Because if he was right, he'd be in here defending himself.
Right.
He was right.
Gary hit it right on the head. Right on the head. If he was right, he'd be in here. Or if Gary was in trouble for something, he'd be in there to goof on Gary.
You know what he's going to say? He was working on it right now. That's why he didn't come in. I guarantee he said.
Oh my God, he does that, Bob. That's just that would be fantastic.
Send me a note
We
that
already
says,
did it for him.
send me a note that says my car's in the shop.
I don't.
That's still the same computer John's using.
Yeah, it's a streaming computer. Not to mention, he's just staring at a screen. He's not writing anything. He's pretending to be a roach, and someone turned the lights on. He's just freezing in place.
I'll be in at 5:55 tomorrow, and then I know what to do. I can,
You can make it
yeah.
Wow.
Like tomorrow, John, will you be in at 5:45 or at 5 or 6?
Who knows?
I don't think he knows.
I'll see. I have to tell you though, Howard, John took a beating on Best of. Some of the funniest radio I ever heard.
Really?
John and Stuttering Vic.
Yeah.
Oh, you tormented him.
I
Oh,
know.
you
Oh, I have John Stuttering Vic stuff too. We're gonna do that on Blender Years as well.
are
Great.
so funny.
He was on a ledge for about
Yeah.
a month.
Hey, John.
Let me just say one thing.
Yeah. No, seriously, man. I know everything turns into a bit, but dude, I give you one little job to do. You can't even
Don't
do
give
it.
me one little job.
Yeah.
Go do a
Well,
lot
just
of
we
jobs.
took it out of your
It's
hands.
fine.
Yeah. And now you're all now you're relieved. We're on vacation.
No, we were on vacation. So when I got back,
Right.
So here's what an idiot he is, right? He's been getting his ass chewed out for 7 minutes now about this thing. So what does he think that he's gonna get out of this? By bringing up that they were all in LA. And what does that do? The week before opens a series of brand new floodgates for him. Yeah, if the airlock is open, it's on, dude. It's on.
I'm wrong. I should have I made sure they were here. I was hoping because a new list comes out today. So I figured that
I would have done it. I would have done it maybe Monday.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think I was hoping I would get a new list.
Well, I
today,
think
new
you know what? We
songs.
were on vacation, but you're still on vacation.
We can't do
that's
a
not
show
true.
on
Yeah.
hold.
Okay.
I think you're still on vacation.
I'm really not, but it's okay.
You're good at a simple job, like answering the phone. That's your job.
Can I tell you something?
That's
Yeah.
unimportant.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. Even in a,
Yeah, that's why you're good at it. Why imagine if you're good at opening a door and letting it close, like the most simple. You're good at pulling a chair out for somebody. Thanks, boss.
in a situation like this, what I would have said yesterday to Howard was, "Hey, Howard, the new list comes out Wednesday. Can you wait, or would you rather have it tomorrow?" And Howard would go, "You know what? We'll wait." Or he would say, "I'll have it tomorrow." Then you know.
Right.
I mean, talk.
No,
to
you're
me.
right. I mean,
Give us an update.
It's fine.
All right. All right.
As far
Good
as
job.
I'm concerned,
Good job.
whatever.
All right. Once again, great job.
I love it. Good job. Great job, dude.
Yeah.
Show
Instead of saying, "Listen, from now on, I'll have it to you," 8 a.m. on Monday
Give
morning.
me one more chance, boss. It will not happen again.
What about just saying, "All right, yeah, I fucked up. It won't happen again." Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, a little thing called taking responsibility. And that's Bob Levy telling you to say that.
Exactly.
In Bob's early years, this man avoided responsibility better than you ever could.
And I still do.
Let him explain some more.
All right, go
No,
ahead.
it's fine.
What
as
other
far as
thing?
being late, I'm not really late. Then I don't know what. I don't know where it comes from. I mean, if I walk up in at 5:46, then Gary will use it as I'm late. But it's
No, because you're supposed to be there at 5:45. So I don't think he'd be pissed if you walked in at 5:46. When you walk in at 5 till with Jackie, then he has a right to be pissed. You
like
Sometimes you come in at 10. That's not the point. The point is you came in at 5 of yesterday, which is 10 minutes late. And when the show goes on at 6 o'clock and you're here 15 minutes before, that's a lot. And all you got to do is let me know. Why wouldn't you let me know? In other words, you weren't late because you got stuck in traffic. You knew you were going to be late.
well, I didn't. Jackie sometimes gets in here at that time.
So again, now it's Jackie's fault, right?
And
Again.
again, you would know that you're going to be late if Jackie gets in at that time.
Or how about you just go, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't leave this up to Jackie to get me in. I'll figure out another way where I get in on time or
early. Yeah.
Right. Right. What do you think Gary's reaction would have been if you showed up at 5:30?
Yeah.
Right. 5. Scott was there at fucking 4 a.m., I think. Oof. No wonder he's such a ray of sunshine.
I mean, I'd say I'm driving in with Jack tomorrow. I may be a couple of minutes late.
John, is 5:46 the same as 5:45?
No, it's the same. But I'm just saying, it's not like I'm like he makes it sound like I'm late, like I'm coming in.
Well, you only have 15 minutes to prepare to get on the air.
Yeah, but I'm prepared. I mean, when I come in, I just go to the phones. There's no calls until 6 o'clock.
Right. I like. He's like, yeah, I'm prepared, Howard. I'm ready to stare at a phone bank and go, hold on.
But if you're going to call into a show, wouldn't you try to get on the Stern show back then? You would try at 5:30, probably.
100%. 100% right, Bob. 100% right. And the closer you got to 6, the less phone lines were open.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it just filled up.
You don't even know that sometimes I want to talk to you about things before you come in. Like you come in, if you come in at 5 up, you got to run right to that and do that. Sometimes you don't know the things I want to talk to you about. And I'm not saying you're late a lot now. You've actually gotten a lot better. But you used to be late all the time and brag after a week that you hadn't been late in a week.
But I also went 4 years without being late. You know what I mean?
In what lifetime was that?
Hey, I went.
Gary said, in what lifetime was that?
Now look how nice. I mean, you have to be impressed with Gary. You know, Gary can be in there and be a total douche because that's what you can do in that studio. But he's actually kind of being, understanding and like, look, that's all you have to do. And if you sometimes I have to talk to you. He was being nice, and especially you think about how John shits on him every single chance he can.
Yeah. He's terrible.
He's patting him like a retarded child, trying to teach him.
Well,
really, that's what he's doing. If you
he's
watch
also
him.
talking to him like one too.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, without killing anybody so far.
I was the first one here for 3 years. I was here at 5 o'clock every morning.
I know, but John, I've been working here for 14 years, and I think I've been late like 3 times, mostly because there've been accidents.
No, you've had problems.
Howard, would you classify me as chronically late?
No.
Wait a second.
Gary gets it quick. So
if you come in here 1 minute, past 5.
How would you know? You've never been here to know. I come in.
Yeah, I used to come. I mean, I was the first one.
That's what you did then. I'm talking about.
But I'm saying
glory days. This guy's whole MO, by the way.
You were late an exceptional amount of times then.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, that was your heyday. I'm telling you,
and now John thinks Howard's laughing at what John's saying. Howard's laughing at John talking this way to his boss.
Right.
The idiocy that is John.
For instance,
that's what Gary was enjoying life, going out and going out late. And I remember there was times that you weren't in, and you would call in, and Howard would complain about it. You could pull tape of it.
Say I was late.
Yeah.
What's it to you?
It's not.
But don't talk about me. Let's talk about you.
No, but
he's always pointing the finger at somebody else when you're just being told you fucked up the whole bit that I needed.
Can't take any responsibility for his actions. It fell out of the sky. I don't know what to tell you.
You brought yourself up, Gary. You said I'm never late, so I'm just defending your statement. I mean, opposing your statement. So you brought up your tardiness. You did.
This is what it's like to have John as an underling.
Underling. He wishes.
Yeah.
I've had conversations with John, and I have to tell you, and he knows this, where we've been.
John's married with a kid and everything in a house.
I've had conversations with John.
Wow.
We've got me so riled up while we've been
This is where Gary earns his money.
So, I've had a conversation with John where he gets me so riled up. We'll sit in the green room. He'll get me so riled up.
Right.
And he'll just it starts out with, hey, don't be late anymore. And then it escalates.
And then he'll go like, well, you're late.
And I've had conversations, and John knows this. And I go, John, you have to shut up sometimes and just eat it and just say, I know I'm wrong, and I won't do it again, and just shut up and go away.
Right.
Because you got me angrier.
Wait, Gary.
It gets me angry.
Gary, you're missing the point that you like hearing yourself argue. Even if I say I'm wrong, I'm sorry, you'll say, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Let's talk about it again. Gary.
It won't stop. He can't stop.
He literally just did exactly what Gary laid out for Howard. Unbelievable.
Oh, that's wow.
I am telling
Everything's
you,
but.
Gary. Wait a second.
No,
Come on, Gary. Your car's been in the
Forget it.
shop.
So you know what? There are times you like to. If I say I'm wrong, I'm sorry. You just sometimes will just keep going.
How about just going? You know what, Gary? I won't be late again.
Yeah, I would. Do
And then
that
it's
too.
done. It's done.
But Gary, you think it's done to you right now on the air? I am telling you, I would say that to you. I'd say
It can't be over. I just want you to see that it's never over with John.
because what? So I should take your.
Tell me about it, Gary. Tell me about it. Guy started it. Won't stop. Blocks
We found out a
me.
way to make it over, didn't we?
Yeah.
False statements and not say anything about them. That's
Yes.
all right. Gary,
Are you late or are you not late? You're late.
If I'm late, I would go, Gary, I'm wrong. I'm sorry,
Gary,
I'm late.
This is what.
And then I'll walk. Sometimes I go, no, that's not good enough.
Now you know why I took the CBS television show. I'm hoping to get like new, sort of energy or new people or something. I don't know.
You know, it's amazing.
Gary, I didn't realize I was going to be late with Jackie. I should have written you a note next time. Take care of it.
Right.
But I came in here and said that I was wrong. As soon as I got here, I said, yeah, I was wrong. I should have handled that on my.
No, you said you were wrong about the billboard thing. You never talked about being late with Jackie. In fact, when I mentioned it to you, you still looked at me like I was crazy. You said you were wrong about the billboard thing. You never said you were wrong about writing me a note.
No, I should have wrote you a note.
Okay.
But I mean, I do that all the time, and you keep going.
Here he goes. Here he goes. He had it. He had it.
You just said I was wrong.
I know, but
I didn't say a word. Just shut up.
The past. Sometimes I'll say I'm wrong, and you'll go, "That's not good enough. Let's talk about it more." You know, and you yell, and then I'm
John,
just like,
it's not the past. It's now. It's a situation.
Right.
You said it. Let it go.
On this situation, we'll let it go.
That was the most Jewish he's ever been. Just let it go. On this situation, we'll let it go.
Oh, it makes me nuts.
Order in the court. The monkey wants to speak.
No, it's not that. I'm just saying. All right, tell you what, Gary. If I'm wrong, I'm just gonna say I'm wrong. I'll never happen again. I'm sorry, and then we'll see if like that'll end it. If it ends it, then it'll. But I'm saying it won't. And that you'll keep going.
Did it ever occur to you to try not being wrong?
Why are you including my history?
I love it. John's his brain just melted. Not be wrong.
and Fred just staring at him like it's like Jane Goodall watching the primates.
He's fascinating. He's fascinating.
Even the Gary puppet's staring at him the same way.
The puppet's like, I'm not this dumb. I'm made of wood.
Why are you including my history?
I'm trying to support your statement. I'm trying to refute you. No, wait.
He's planning on being wrong again and saying how I'm going to handle it.
No, I'm just.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I would love it for.
All right, so John, you're no longer in charge of the
That's fine.
record.
If you,
You're no longer.
It's been going good for the last few months.
No,
No.
it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
No.
Yes, Robbie is so wrong. It's been going
You are
good
no
for a while.
longer in charge
Of anything.
That's
of anything.
Of anything. They've taken it all away.
Was the one thing you were in charge
That's
of?
not the one thing I
And the
do.
other
but
thing
yeah.
is, Howard,
Yeah.
he knew he was on the verge of losing his job
Right.
because you had almost taken it away from him before.
Right.
And he still.
Can't get it right.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of other stuff too, Robbie. It's not the only
Yeah,
thing.
we all do a lot of
That's not
stuff.
I know.
This-
So I mean, so
This is something
Really, Mike. I mean, he just can't. He just can't.
with a deadline that you never meet.
no, don't say the word never because it's
All right,
met
sometimes you meet it.
Tony, you're on the air.
most of the time. I mean,
Howard,
Yes,
you know, you sound like the captain going down with the ship. I'm telling you.
I know.
It's like the Titanic, Bo.
Well,
You're losing it. You got to get rid of that loser.
Oh,
thank
you're
you,
right.
Tony.
All right, Tony.
I can see Jay Leno watching this going, yeah, I'm going to get this guy. This guy's going to help me.
Hey, how do we snatch this guy up?
If I had a rainstorm,
He's gold. We really need somebody around here that won't take any responsibility.
John,
I hear you
no
loud.
wonder you couldn't go to California with Howard on a magic show.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, yeah,
are
that was your
terrible.
punishment.
Yes.
You
I
are
guess
terrible.
this is John's way of punishing me. He doesn't have his work done.
Now you have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Please
Howard, you
Sabotage.
should flog him.
flog him.
Like I would
Can
do
I say
that.
something?
Yeah.
The hotel we stayed at, John, I'm not saying this just to goof on you. They're still talking about the pot smoking incident.
I know.
How many
I'm a
ambulance
legend.
you go?
It'll never
I was
happen
so-
again.
A guy
You know,
It'll never.
Here we go. Here we go.
and they're all.
This is vintage. Yeah. This is vintage Howard right here. Just pissed and no holds barred. Let's go.
Because it all comes back to him.
Of
because
course,
whoever
Bob.
he's with. Yeah, and it's just amazing how he thinks he's going to try to argue his way out of this too.
Of course.
Oh, you think he's going to take any responsibility for this? And away we go.
Never happen again.
I was thinking about it the other day.
Sure, go ahead and think.
And
I was thinking about this the other day. Like, he's going to point out what Howard did wrong. The balls on this guy,
I was
man.
sure. Go ahead and think.
Yeah. Go ahead and think.
Happen again. It'll never happen again.
I was thinking about it the other day.
Sure, go ahead and think.
And
Think all you want. You're staying
it
home.
was me. It was Jack. I don't know how I'm the only.
We're planning another California trip. And I'll tell you how it happens.
Yeah.
I watched your behavior.
You enjoyed my behavior.
No, I did not. I sat at the pool. We had a great time. I was trying. You had a great time. I was sitting there having a great time and then cringing when you started in.
Started by smoking
when
pot,
security when security had to come and start in searching the place, and people were complaining because people who were with me and you with the wife and the kid and the entourage and the friend. I don't want all that.
Wife.
From now on, you don't have to.
But I just don't know why I'm singled out as the only guy.
This all comes down to one thing and one thing only. John thinks he's on the same level as everybody else in that studio.
Right.
That's what this is all about.
Of course. Actually, he thinks he's above them, but
you're right.
But at least don't realize that yet.
At least an equal, if anything.
Yeah.
This is delusion. Look at the look in his eyes. Look at this. Fucking maniac.
John, you're the worst abuser of it.
Like I've ever abused.
You're the worst abuser of it. You're not Jackie. You keep putting yourself up with Jackie.
I'm not putting myself. I'm just saying.
You're not Jackie. Jackie's a writer on the show. I treat him differently than you. It's true.
Still can't hear that it doesn't matter. He's not talking to Jackie. He's talking to you. Forget about who else was there.
All right, then I'm asking you why, if there was 10 people smoking pot in the cabana, why
because
am I
you were the
guy
instigator. You brought everyone over to
I
smoke
wasn't in
pot.
my pot.
You're a guy that I really.
I believe that. No, I believe that it's not his pot. You know
Of
what I mean?
course.
He'd rather smoke somebody else's.
Well, that's the only true thing he said in this whole statement is that he's, as usual, schnurring off of somebody else.
It was marginal whether I would bring you or not. So not only do I let you in for once and let you stay at the hotel, that wasn't good enough for you. The wife had to be there.
The
65 friends, the baby, the pot,
it wasn't my
the laundry, the parking incidents, people eating, no one paying.
Laundry.
Oh, laundry. They're getting laundry done for this kid shitting itself all day and night.
Let's bring the dirty clothes with us to LA. We'll just get it washed there.
It's just it's too much for me. It becomes too
Howard,
much.
I just
it's
want,
too much for me. It's too much for me.
In your head, just want you to know one thing.
What?
My bill was no larger than anybody else's, and I
Here
paid.
he goes. Always
Here we go.
I just because don't at least know the truth of it.
All he knows is that he got stuck with a bill.
John, everywhere you go,
He's adding up other people's shit.
Right.
He's going around, like, not to make this situation better, but to be able to have ammo so he can drag other people down with him.
That maybe Howard doesn't know about.
That may be
whatever
right.
he did.
Yeah.
100%. It's a throw under the bus surplus is what he's stocking up on.
It's a disaster in the
It never
waiting.
happens until you're there.
Can I just jump in for a second, John?
It never happens until you're there, Robinson.
What I would do at this point, knowing that the boat is going down and there's no way I'm going to save myself. I would just-
Suicide.
Radio show.
No,
I mean,
but I would just say, Howard,
to
you
help
know
the
what?
bit. Yeah, you would show.
This is no bit to me.
I would say, Howard,
well,
you know
it
what?
seems like one.
That'll never happen again. And just like
You know how many times I've said that, Gary?
Oh, I've said it. It never will happen
If
again.
you have to say, he just said, you know how many times I said that? If you have to say, you know how many times I said that, you said it too much.
Right.
You know what I mean? 'Cause you're saying it every time.
Or you didn't mean it if you said it at all.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah.
Guys,
This is what
I
you
said
say.
it won't happen again.
Hold on,
and he
hold
doesn't
on.
let it
It
die.
never will.
No, it won't happen again. I'm terribly sorry. I acted like an asshole. I apologize. It won't happen again.
Right.
No, him, he's just like, it won't happen again.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I stand corrected.
Yeah. It's not my name that they're going to print in the tabloid saying this asshole brought his crew. They're not going to put your name in it.
It never will happen
Howard,
again.
it'll never happen again. But And then there's
No,
no
you're
but.
out of your mind. I've apologized
No.
so many times.
John,
it won't happen again.
John, I agree with you. It never will happen again. Not while I'm around.
Fine, fine. Like I've been such a bad guy to you that you should now.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Like I'm such a bad guy to you. You fucking
would-
bring your whole family with you in your dirty laundry. You're fucking smoking weed, thinking you're Jackie.
Howard should have called him over and say, "Come over to my desk. I want to see your cunt right now." Because
Oh my
that's what he's
God.
acting like, a fucking woman. You know, just fucking take it and move on.
Crying bitch.
Yeah.
Pull me from
John,
everything because of one
It will
incident that I'm
never
not
happen
totally-
again.
All right, fine.
That's all.
Fine.
That's all.
Fine.
I took you along. I saw what goes on with the circus
Wait a
that is
second, you've
stuttering
taken me
John.
on 30 times.
Yeah, but
Yes.
never stayed with you.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
this is the first time I let you into our hotel.
Yes, I've
I
been in the
always put you at
hotel.
a different hotel.
I've been at the hotel all the time.
Right.
You've never had an incident.
Yeah.
This time,
No, not. What about emptying out all the mini bars the first time we took you?
Oh, yeah, but I wasn't the only one.
that was a,
That's
that was
your
a big
usual
thing.
routine.
Come on.
What?
I didn't empty everyone's mini bar.
Okay,
I
all right.
emptied
You
my
didn't go
own
from
out.
room to room emptying mini bars. Okay, all right, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I've drinking beers on the trip. I'm guilty.
I'm drinking beer.
Use your phone. I got to call Alaska.
You know, it's just like the first time he stayed in the hotel, he didn't realize you had to pay for what was in the mini bar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's when he started mooching off of other people's mini bars.
Robin, you beautiful genius, you.
I'll go to Howard's room.
I mean, such an innocent thing that you know. Like it's just
Everything's innocent.
Oh, did you hear that? He started. I could tell you about other people.
I want to hear this. Hold on.
I mean, such an innocent thing that you know. Like it's just
Everything's innocent.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, like you busted me. So one time I was bad on a trip. I've been on 30, 40 trips, and now
All I know is I go out to the pool to relax. I've got Stuttering John's flying circus.
There was a party.
Yeah, there's a party going.
Flying circus.
And these waiters are coming over. No one's getting tipped.
Oh, that's
all of John's friends are there.
Oh,
man.
shocking. That's still going on, huh?
Yeah.
All of John's wife's friends are there. The
Right, that's tough.
baby is there.
This actress and that is that. Oh, my friend.
And this one and that one. And I'm like, I can't believe what
He was such a Hollywood scumbag back then. He's bringing people down. Like when we went to LA when they opened the Sirius studio, you know how many friends I had in LA that wanted to see if they could come down and meet this one and that one. You know how many people I had like that? Zero, because I would never be friends with pieces of shit like that. Plus, I also had no friends. But besides that,
It's a double edge.
getting tipped.
Oh, that's
all of John's friends are there. All of John's wife's friends are there. The baby is there.
This actress and that is that. Oh, my friend.
And this one and that one. And I'm like, I can't believe what's going on here. And with the food, and I said, boy, oh boy, look at what's going on. Catering going on. I'm looking around. I'm shocked, and I'm going. I'm getting nervous because I'm looking bad because nobody's getting tips. Nobody's being served.
I left a nice
Guys
tip.
are jumping through.
I left a nice tip. No dollar amount, nothing.
Right.
Like if you left a nice tip, you'd know the amount of the bill, and you go, the bill was this. I left X amount. That's X percent tip.
Especially him.
Especially you, John. If you actually did it, you would have that ready to go because you know that's going to come up one time.
You're jumping through hoops, and every minute people complain. One friend's, my drink isn't right, and I'm like, he doesn't realize they're all associated with me.
Yeah.
That's so rude.
He thinks that they know they're with John. They see me sitting there.
It
It's
becomes
me.
your
believe in
problem.
forgiveness?
Why did they come over to me with
Do
the
you
bill?
believe in forgiveness?
Do you believe in forgiveness? He says. Oh my God.
I was sitting there minding my own business.
Do you believe in
Oh
forgiveness?
yeah, they walked right over.
Well, is that because you ordered and everybody?
I ordered nothing.
That's BS.
Nothing.
You know
ordered
what?
lunch. And
I ordered
Wait
a
a
separate lunch that I paid for.
That
I had
was
nothing to
all
do with
on
your
that
friends.
John.
No, I
Howard
paid
was
for my
I had the
staying at the
printout of it.
hotel.
What?
Howard was
I know,
staying
but
at
just
the hotel.
listen.
He went to the pool to relax.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I didn't relax because of you. I missed out on my
We had
relaxation.
such a good time. I can't believe this.
Oh my
He's
God!
telling you how you felt.
You tell me I had a good time.
You didn't have a
I
good
was
time?
not having a good time. It was not.
All right, so then I apologized. I said it wouldn't happen again.
Why do he make me? He's telling me I had
Can't
to
you let it die? I mean, it's one incident. I apologize. I said it was wrong.
Do you think they were waiting on you hand and foot because you're John?
How? Of course not.
Of course not. So why do you think they were waiting on you hand and foot?
Wait a second.
Make an observation.
If I go to a restaurant and I order food, they do wait on your hand and foot.
Nah, not the way they were waiting on you at the Four Seasons. What?
He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. He said he says, no, I didn't expect that. But then he's like, wait a minute. Yeah, I actually did expect that.
He wasn't late getting to the pool.
No, that he wasn't.
Now, let me ask you a question.
He was right
Why
on
can't
time.
you just forgive and forget?
Yeah.
Can't you just forgive and forget?
John with the carrying on. And I just said, you know what?
By the way, I was talking to Jackie the other night about possibly jumping on one of these weekends we put together in the future.
Oh, that'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Took this guy out to work, so it would be easier for me, and it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy.
It was very difficult. The whole thing, the entourage. I never saw anything like
And
it.
the no parking bill
Might not have been so
payment,
bad if he
all
had
kinds
with the
of
wife. But then it was 50 friends, and
Then the $2 billion laundry bill.
Yeah.
It was 4 friends, and you know what? Let me just say something.
oh,
4 friends.
Wow.
4 fucking friends.
It's like a basketball team.
It's unreal.
Paid for my wife to fly. It was nothing. It was just
tell your wife to go. What is your wife doing today? Tell me the truth. What is your wife doing today?
she's with the baby.
Yeah. Why doesn't she fly to California today? Why does she have to be there with me?
Breaking down a schnurrer. This is like a clinic. This is like the first 48 hours, but about schnurrers and how you fucking break it down.
Like a Carter's kids.
What do you say? 4 too many. Oh, that's killer.
She's lived in LA. She's got a lot of friends there.
She lives in LA.
She has lived there.
Yeah, so tell her to go today. Why do you have to go when I go?
Their house.
I mean, when I go to LA, she's got to go.
We had laundry we had to do.
Yeah, laundry. They don't do it right in New York. We like it LA style.
I don't want your wife in my life.
Here we go again with he's talking to you.
I'm talking to you.
All right, so then I have apologized. I've said I was wrong.
I show up.
Why can't you
it's
forgive
all
and forget?
family. It's a John Melendez family.
You know, we've all, dissed each other in some way. We all forgive and forget.
Oh, I haven't dissed you at all.
We all do.
Right.
Well, we've all had we've all had squabbles. Now,
Who's we, white man? Robin's saying, like, what the fuck are you talking about? And right away, Robin's cutting him off, going, you see, he's bringing up other people that brought their wives. This guy hasn't changed at all. It's unbelievable.
Oh, please.
Just let it go.
I want to hear that word he was going.
His wife lives in California.
No, she hasn't. She had friends there. So when I was going,
why didn't she go today?
All right, so we made a mistake.
Now, why did you stay with them?
But I apologize. I mean,
what makes you think? What makes you think I want to see your wife?
And their
Howard.
friends.
Really? Well, I didn't take you to see your wife.
But I'm saying I'm wrong. What else do you want?
He thinks I'm involved with his wife. I got to be there with
the party's starting.
Yeah. Hey, the wives are here. I don't want wives. I don't bring my wife. I don't want my wife there. I'm working. I'm focused on what I got to do.
I got you.
John's partying.
Listen.
Hey, next time I got to go do a trip, why don't you schedule a family reunion?
He already did, man.
He really did. He already did.
Have it right there at the pool.
It's free.
Yeah.
It's free, Jackie said. I fucking love Jackie.
And I hope there was no, I wasn't doing anything trying to, get you mad. It wasn't like I was trying.
No,
but you don't think
your usual behavior could get anybody mad.
Yeah, you don't think about others. You only think about yourself.
You know how he was talking about Jackie on the plane the other day? That's also you.
Yeah. You're the same.
Give me a break.
That's why you identify with
I would have
Jackie.
been asleep in
Wait a
2
second.
minutes.
Did you not say to me when we were out there in the office, what's the big deal about putting your seat all the way back? That's something like that.
Well, yeah, because listen,
Because maybe the guy behind you has no leg room.
If your airline makes the seat go back a certain way, then you should be allowed to do it.
Dude, Jackie was on.
That's why it's
I never thought I'd say this, but I got to agree with John on this. Like, look, the seat goes back. I mean, I'm gonna be the one guy with common
sitting
courtesy
straight
to
up,
not
yeah.
do it while there's a seat in my fucking face. Like everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
That's coming from Howard, who flew once a year back then. Twice maybe. It's the only time I'll say I agree with
And
John.
Howard was in first class, so it's a little bit different.
Right.
Sometimes you look at your surroundings and go, you know what? It's like you go to the movies.
And also keep in mind, flying back then was much different than it is now. There was no Spirit Airlines at that time. So people were actually a lot more courteous, I believe.
And, they sell popcorn and soda and stuff. And some people throw it on the floor and some don't because it gets real sticky. It's sort of like, the seat goes all the way back because if no one's sitting behind you, you can go all the way back. But if you see somebody sitting behind you, maybe you go, you know what?
Go a little bit.
Maybe I'll just go halfway. Or maybe, the windows on the plane.
Halfway.
The windows on the plane, they put them there so that you can see and stuff. But maybe when the movie's showing, you put them down as a courtesy to other people.
But let me ask you a question. If you put your seat back, how about the guy? If the guy behind you has a seat back, then never ever.
Well, that's what's called courtesy. You look at your surroundings.
Well,
like I said to John, I always put my seat all the way back and then I bring it back 2 notches because I don't want it to be all the way back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if you know there's another guy behind you and you know you're in his lap.
Else there.
But you and Jackie, you're entitled.
Yeah, sometimes people go to a family park and
He
they
did it.
take
He
care
got
of
me
it,
involved.
and they clean up. And they pee in the park and get arrested.
Right.
Poor Jackie got hit with shrapnel.
But he's all nice and safe back there.
Yeah.
It's just an unawareness that you have of
it's
other
not that.
people.
I'm very curious of other people, but I just thought that if you have
You're not.
But like,
You
I'm
go up there, there's a bunch of old.
He goes, I'm very courteous of other people. And Robin and Howard race to get the words "you're not" out of their mouth.
Coach's seat doesn't go back.
There's a bunch of old women sitting by the pool, but John has to make a statement. I'm now going to smoke pot.
Oh,
So John goes into the big tent, calls everybody over.
I didn't want to just have fun.
Yeah.
I was making a statement.
John, you could smoke anywhere.
Any old broads want to get
But
up?
you got to smoke in front of Howard because Howard's your daddy, and you want to show daddy you're going to be rebellious
In the
today.
cabana.
You made Daddy mad, John.
That was a ballsy move to smoke pot in front of your boss. I mean,
But the cabanas are not something that is very closed. It's not.
No. It's and you're outdoors, and the smell's going to travel, and the smoke's going to be seen. And this was L.A. before weed was legal.
Yeah,
So, and you're at a fancy hotel, which, look, I'm sure there's celebrities that have smoked there, but he's not a celebrity. So, no. And the very telling thing is he says something like, he says, I didn't want to just have fun. I'm making a statement now. So it's like, hey, I'm John. I want to have fun. I'm going to smoke some weed. Like, who cares?
right.
John, you could smoke anywhere.
Any old broads want to get
But
up?
you got to smoke in front of Howard because Howard's your daddy, and you want to show daddy you're going to be rebellious
In
today.
the cabana with the door closed.
Yeah, in the cabana, it's a tent. You don't think anyone can security?
With the door closed in a tent. Close that tent door when you come in here.
They're tied to little ropes.
See smoke billowing out of it like Cheech and Chong's van,
Looks like a fumigation tent for a fucking. Close that door.
You smell that people were complaining by the pool, and you're with me, and how does that make me look?
It shouldn't make you look anything because you're not doing it. It's me.
I see. But then you're done smoking,
my
and you
own
come back
person.
over, and you're giggling.
Would they arrest you?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Looked like he was ready to spit on him for a second there.
With me, and how does that make me look?
It shouldn't make you look anything because you're not doing it. It's me.
I see. But then you're done smoking,
my
and you
own
come back
person.
over, and you're giggling.
Would they arrest you if I got caught with pot? No.
It looks like somebody hit rewind for a second.
Again,
Would they arrest you?
I know it's like the infancy stages of mixing for a DJ. Like, but listen what he says here. He goes, "I'll get arrested for smoking weed, not you." Yeah, and they'll put your name in the paper, or you think they'll put Howard on the fucking headline?
Howard Stern
Right.
lackey arrested.
Right. Howard Stern crew member arrested for drugs. Boom. They don't have to put anything about weed or it was no big deal. The more sensational the headline, the more people are going to fucking read it, dummy. And John Melendez doesn't sell papers. Howard Stern sells papers.
Well, he might be in about 6 months. He
That's
might be selling-
read all about it.
Smokable tent finally made.
Ma, where's my bike? I gotta go do my paper route.
But then you're done smoking
my
and you
own
come back
person.
over and you're giggling.
Would they arrest you if I got caught with pot? No. They would arrest me.
It's not about being arrested.
But I'm saying
The only
it's
reason
me.
they
It
didn't have you
shouldn't-
arrested is
shouldn't
because you were with
reflect
me.
Shouldn't reflect you. It's me.
It does reflect.
Oh my God. It shouldn't reflect you. He's not, first of all, it shouldn't reflect on you, stupid, not reflect you.
About being arrested.
But I'm saying
The only
it's
reason
me.
they
It
didn't have you
shouldn't-
arrested is
shouldn't
because you were with
reflect
me.
Shouldn't reflect you. It's me.
It does reflect me. You're with me. That's the point.
So every action I do, I reflect.
Yes.
Ah, wow. Hallelujah. Fucking heavens are parting. Let's see if he really gets it. My guess is no.
Yeah.
If you got arrested, would the headline say
You
John
don't
Melendez
think
arrested
people
or
say
Howard Stern
that's
employee?
Stuttering John from the Howard Stern show?
Yeah. They could say it's. I'm
A bunch of people are sitting around the pool with me. They all go in and start smoking pot. And there's a bunch of women there and stuff, and they're complaining. Their kids are there and stuff. And then you don't think that they're going to lump me in with the crowd I'm with?
This goes back to the original argument. Your
Oh,
own friends are smoking pot, but I'm the only one you're going to yell at. It's just ridiculous. No, but it's just what if you're going to take.
I've talked to Jackie about it. I have.
And it ain't only Jackie. It was a bunch of people on the show who's smoking pot.
No,
And
it
I'm
was
the
a
only
bunch
guy-
of people.
And I'm the only guy who
It's a bunch of people who don't work for me. It was all your friends.
BS. That's
all your
BS.
friends.
There was 10 of us from the Stern show that was.
So now there's 10 people getting high in this fucking cabana.
Everybody but Howard, I guess.
Right. Looks like Parliament Funkadelic hanging out at the
And I'm
goddamn
going to
course.
tell you who they are now, Howard.
Oh, that's right.
You're not going down alone.
That's right. Ralph Cirilla.
Who?
I'm not going to mention names.
Who were the people?
There we go.
I'm not going to mention.
I saw you.
Yeah, okay.
And I saw you inviting everyone into a tent because you were throwing the big party.
Let me tell you something. If he's not mentioning names, then it must have been a big name because he's scared.
Yeah,
I would say there was it wasn't only me from the show smoking pot in that
Oh, I
cabana.
suppose Fred was back there.
But you saw everything.
Fred
so you
wasn't
should
back
know.
there.
Well, Fred
Who are
doesn't
these
smoke
10
pot.
people?
John, all I know is they complained to you. They were
Well, we know 4 of them were with John.
Yeah.
He brought 4 friends plus
Right.
his wife. So that's 6. So we just need 4 more people.
The lady from the laundromat. That's 7.
Right. He tipped her in a joint. He go, you want to hit this bong real quick? I don't have any cash. I just got out of the water.
complaining about you.
I'm the ringleader.
You were with me, and you know what, man? It's never going to happen again.
Fine, but I've
You're not going on
apologized.
any trip with me.
And again, maybe you're not the ringleader, but you're certainly not the guy who said, "Hey guys, we probably shouldn't be doing this. Let's go off the premises if we really want to go get high, and let's go and away from here because that's my boss sitting across from me at the pool."
I think any employee, that would be a good rule to follow. If your boss is anywhere near you, go somewhere else.
We can't smoke here. You see that pelican in the water? That's my boss. You know, say
Watch out for the pelican. That's my guy. That's the guy who signs my checks.
Neither is your wife.
Howard, I've apologized. I've
It's not going to happen again.
Fine, but I've
You're not going on
apologized.
any trip with me.
But
And
Howard-
neither is your wife.
Howard, I've apologized. I've said it would never happen again. But you're going to now not forgive me.
Of course it'll happen again. John, you're John. You don't even know putting your seat back all the way is bad.
But you know why it won't happen?
You don't know.
And coach, the seat doesn't go back that far.
You
I'm not
make
used
me.
to first
You make me
class.
look bad.
No, if I knew at first class, put you in the other guy's lap, I wouldn't have done it.
Right.
But
You wouldn't have looked.
And coach, it goes back 2 inches.
No, you're never going with me anywhere again.
Well, see, that's
so you can't embarrass me.
Rule. It's
And
so
part of
cruel.
the reason, John, is your attitude.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Robin, I've apologized.
Fuck you, bitch. What do you mean attitude?
No, it doesn't. You don't.
You just sounded like a sprinkler.
Reason, John, is your attitude.
No, but yeah, Robin, I've apologized.
No, it doesn't. You don't
The time's
apologize.
over.
You don't mean it.
No, I
You
do
don't
mean it.
even
Listen,
understand what
do
he's
you
saying.
think if we went away again that I would bring
Yes,
anybody? You're out
Yes.
of your mind.
You want to know something?
You're out of your mind.
It'll never happen anyway.
Fine.
It's a moot point.
Fine.
You had your opportunity. You had a chance.
He should have had that thought before he fucking went on this trip and brought his wife. He should have known better. Lesson learned. I got it. Message received.
only done
and you totally abused
40
it.
flights with you guys.
And by the way, a guy who's willing to just bring his wife like that and kid on a trip, what's he gonna do the next time you bring him?
All right.
You know, if this is what he's pulling off with you right there,
He brought his
like,
laundry too.
he brought his fucking laundry, Bob. Are you kidding me? I mean, I would wash it in the sink, you know, but in the bathtub, anything. I'd spit on it till it was clean before I fucking before I bother the hotel. Do you have laundry service? Could you get baby puke and shit out of stuff?
Can you get puke and shit out of this, out of these clothes? Oh, you have a baby? No.
Oh, don't worry. It's John Melendez. Stuttering John. I'm with Howard Stern. Yeah.
Stuttering Bam Bam.
Yeah.
No problems. I do one.
You assumed there were no problems.
And I apologized, and you won't let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And you're seeing a therapist, but you
all
can't
I know
forgive
is
me for this.
no. All I know is all I
Give me a
know is
break.
all
You're
I know
nuts.
is
You're out of your mind. You are out of your mind.
all I know is
If I apologize and say I'm wrong, and I've done 40
all
trips,
I know
and I've been
is
good, you take this one trip and won't forgive me for it.
all I know is
So bad, Johnny can't forget.
it was so bad. It's just, you know what? I don't need the aggravation. There are enough people who want to go with me.
Do you see what a cruel person you are right now?
That's not cruel.
You are the
Why is that
cruelest person
cruel?
alive.
Why is that cruel?
Because he's not giving John his way. That makes him the cruelest person on earth.
Of course.
This is
You're not letting me take advantage of you.
Right. I'm throwing a tantrum. Why aren't you giving in to me? I'm a big man, baby, throwing a tantrum.
Do you know how cruel you are? Wow! I want to go to Four Seasons.
Dummy.
Yeah, I'm going to forget about the 40 times you did take me places.
Right.
Hey, I'll smoke pot wherever I want. I'm Stuttering John. That's my boss over there. Go take it up with him.
Because I
let you know
I have
exactly where
made
you
one
stand.
mistake
No, you've made many.
on a trip. No, I have never.
Should we go back to the Stuttering John book deals?
Oh, how?
All right. So
I
don't
have
say
never-
you've
I would
made one.
never-
mistake.
That's when he got caught going behind Howard's back and trying to write a book. And got
I
in
read his
trouble.
book. He's still trying.
He's still, yeah.
Do a deal without
All right.
talking to
Using
you.
my name.
Oh, you're out
All
of your
right.
mind.
Thank you.
And
It's enough
and
already.
any
It's
deal I
enough.
do, it
It's
says
enough.
you
It's
are not
enough.
allowed to mention Howard Stern's
Right.
name.
That's right.
But I abide
Now.
by every one of your rules. Every rule
Now
you
you
have,
do.
I abide by.
I had to break you like a dog.
I would never do a book deal without talking to you about it first. You're out of your mind.
Fucking Bronco.
Yeah, look at him. He's bucking.
You gotta ride him.
I'm
Yeah.
scared around here. It's like a firm. You think I would ever do
And you're in
something-
here because you're in trouble and you're screaming at Howard that he's out of his mind.
And he's crazy.
Jackie,
Great point, Jack.
how many times can I apologize?
You're the one smoking pot by the pool. You're the one getting me in
But-
trouble, but I'm crazy.
No,
Can I-
you're crazy because you won't forgive me.
Let me tell you something. If Mel Karmazin, the head of CBS, took you on a trip with him,
Yeah.
number one, I guarantee you never would have brought your wife. You never would have brought your friends by the pool,
I'm
and
not-
you never would have
Yeah.
smoked pot in
I
front of
don't-
them. Am I correct or am I wrong or am I right?
You're right.
Okay.
But
so,
I'll
so
tell
you
you
can't
why.
give me the same respect?
Howard, I'll tell you why.
All right,
I don't.
goodbye.
I don't hang out with
Goodbye.
Mel Karmazin.
And again, how delusional is he? Howard brings up a great point, and he proves his point right there, where he says, "You wouldn't act like this if you were on a trip with Mel." And he goes, "You're right." And then he says, "So you don't give me the same respect?" And John's response is, "No, I'm not friends with Mel." That's what he just said. That's the difference. No, the difference is you don't respect Howard.
Howard, I'll tell you why.
All right,
I don't.
goodbye.
I don't hang out with
Goodbye.
Mel Karmazin.
You don't hang out with Howard.
I'm more on a social level with you than I am with Mel.
Oh, you are.
I'm bigger than Mel, and you're going to sit there and
So it's easier for me to fuck over people if I'm more social on a higher social level with them.
Yes.
Yeah, because he knows Howard isn't going to fucking fire him, but he knows Mel would in a heartbeat. Mr. Karmazin, is that gentleman smoking pot over there with you? Not anymore.
and
He's on a
diss
social
me.
level with you?
It wasn't.
You have him over to the hospital?
Never. I've never.
I once thought Sal. This is a true story. You remember right before Howard came over to Sirius, he was in a lawsuit with CBS with Les Moonves to get his archives, right? So we start over at Sirius. We're working there. Sal and I are in the elevator to go get lunch. And, a hand stops the door from closing, and it's Mel Karmazin, right? So now this is the man, right? I say hello, I smile, I nod, and I put my fucking head down, and I ain't saying another word. Sal, I will never forget this. I think Mel was the first one. He goes, "How you guys like it?" And I go, "It's great." And Sal goes, "This is like heaven, Mr. Moonves." Called Mel Karmazin Mr. Moonves. I've never looked down at a floor harder in my life. And Mel was very nice.
That's when you hope one of the cables snaps on the elevator.
I was hoping lasers would shoot out and snap it, And the elevator door opens and Mel smiles and leaves. And he goes left, we go right. And he goes, and Sal just looks at me and goes, "I'm fucking fired." He goes, "I'm dead. I'm done." He goes, "Out of all the fucking names, out of all the names."
Never had him over.
What social level? This is
Howard.
Remember when I invited everyone to my daughter's bar mitzvah?
Yeah,
Did I invite you?
I still don't think it.
No.
No.
So you're not on the social level.
No, I just think that was
Right.
hard.
So you're not in.
he says as a joke, he says, "I still don't forgive you for that." Then he goes, "No, that was horrible, not inviting me to your daughter's bar mitzvah." Funny, because the way John tells the story, he hung out with Howard every day.
Yeah.
He was part of the inner circle. They went to dinner all the time.
Slept over the house.
Yeah, you would think a guy like that would be invited to his daughter bat mitzvah. How about bat hell no, dog? You ain't coming nowhere. Temple Beth, go fuck yourself. That's the address. See you there.
Invited.
Yeah, we've
So you're not even on a social
before,
level.
Howard.
Well, you've broken bread where?
At your house, I've been to your other parties.
I brought you. How many years ago did I have that party?
I don't know. And you've been.
Have I ever had you back since?
Yeah, I've been back to your house since.
When?
I went there to deliver stuff to you.
Yeah, all right. You call that on a social level?
I've hung out. You have the
Listen how delusional he counts delivering something to his house as coming over and hanging out. What a psycho.
Wow.
Deliver stuff to you?
Yeah, all right. You call that on a social level?
I've hung out.
You have the same relationship. You have the same relationship with Howard that the FedEx man has.
Gary. Score one for the Billy.
I don't see Jackie there either. I don't see everybody there.
That's right.
I mean, you're that's your own little
That's
world
right.
over there. But
That's right.
But now he's giving him shit for not having people over. You need to be more of a social butterfly.
On a social level.
I'm not on a
with you.
social
I
level
deal with you on an everyday basis, and we have laughed together. We've had fun together.
You laugh. I'm funny.
Like he had to know at this point, this guy is gonna rat fuck me one day so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had to have known.
Howard's a smart guy. He can read people. Yeah.
Exactly.
Movies together. I mean, it's, we've seen movies.
You glom your way in.
Oh, you're such a.
You go to the movies together.
It's like I've been here for 10 years. I've been your servant for 10 years.
Right.
No, seriously.
You are my servant.
I
That's
have
right.
worked hard for you for 10 years. Give me a break every now and then.
You're well paid.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I'm well paid.
I told you. This is vintage Howard. He's fucking double bird, motherfucker.
Look how happy he was there. You've never seen him happier than that.
Keep smoking weed by the pool, asshole.
He knew the well-paid line was going to get him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I make less than the guy who flips hamburgers.
That guy does.
So I mean, so at least for these little
Guy
things.
does hamburgers, does it right.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I do a lot of things right here on the show. I do a lot of good jobs.
You wanted that order today?
Fucking Jack.
For the show.
Arnold, you're on the air.
I mean, give me a break.
Arnold, you're on the air, yes.
You need to drop that loser.
Yeah, all right, Arnold.
You've given him too many opportunities.
Okay.
I think that you should seriously consider putting Sterling John on probation.
Thank you.
I've been on probation.
Yeah, we did put you on
Double
probation.
secret probation.
How did he get out of probation?
I got to ask
He's
you.
not.
Listen, I ask you permission for every single thing I do. I I do everything that you want me to do. If you say don't do something, I don't do it.
All right,
I mean,
listen.
come on.
All right, that's enough of this.
I'm trying.
If you ask me to not do something, I don't do it. After I've been caught doing it,
Right.
I don't do it anymore.
But he does everything he's told to do by Howard, but yet he's in here because he didn't do something.
That's right. That's right. Something that he started off telling him to do by going, "Are you sure you can do this?" And his response was, I got this. Don't worry.
You're bringing up a sore point.
Please.
Quiet.
A sore point. All I'm saying is I've been.
Why did we suspend him? I forget.
Suspend me. You
I
suspend him.
know Gary had him on probation for a while.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Can you imagine that? You did something bad enough to go on probation, and you're such a fuck up. Nobody can even remember why.
He's fucked up
But
so many
even
times.
to get put on probation for the Howard Stern show, like
During
how fucked
these
up.
times. During these times, Bob.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't get wilder than the terrestrial years. I mean, serious. Those first 5 years were pretty fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But I mean, this was like nobody gave a shit, including Howard back then.
Right.
No, with some
He refuses to accept responsibility.
Oh, like I don't, Howard. I do so many things. That
All right. Thank you,
for a
John.
lot of the jobs.
He literally just proved what that guy said. He goes, he can't take any responsibility. He goes, Howard, look how much stuff I do around here.
You tell us.
Someone who's a bigger idiot than you, John, is telling me we haven't broken in a half hour.
Shut up, Tom Chiasano.
So that should make you feel good.
Thanks, Howard.
All right, thank you. All right.
But if I went, oh, whatever.
Nothing
Can't let it go. Can't let it go.
And nothing better than Fred. Fucking just a minute John starts talking, Fred's in his mouth, dude. It's the funniest shit ever.
Thanks, Howard.
All right, thank you. All right.
But if I went, oh, whatever. If I went away with Tom,
and look at Fred's not smiling. He's not Fred did not like John at all. At all.
I would bring my wife.
Would you have smoked pot in front of Tom and on the at the Four Seasons Hotel? Would you have gone in the tent while Tom was sitting with you
in the cabana?
Yeah,
maybe.
Oh, sure. Okay, John.
And that'll show you another person he doesn't fucking respect or give a shit about. There you go.
Cabana. You make it like a cabana. There's a tent right at the pool.
Cabana.
There's no cabana.
It's like it's a building.
Yeah. You don't think everybody knew what you were doing in there? Would you have done that in front of Tom? No. Tell the truth, John. You know you wouldn't do that for a second.
I've done. I
would
drink in front of
fire
Tom
you?
all the time.
I drink.
Was it
If
at a
he could,
party?
he would fire you.
If Tom could, he would.
Yeah.
Fire me? I think Tom likes me.
No, Tom would have fired you.
Nobody asked, do you think Tom likes you?
I'm gonna go, but
He
I didn't. Look,
But
I protected your job.
I appreciate
I said he
He
guys
doesn't
stutters.
even know that. He thinks now Tom's his social.
He goes, I protected your job. And the next thing he comes out of that, he goes, this guy stutters. Not they can't do the show without him. Not he's an important part of this structure. None of that. This guy stutters. You can't fire him.
Yeah.
No, I think Tom's a nice guy.
Tom's a very nice guy, but he hates you.
I don't think he hates me.
Yeah.
I
He
don't think
does.
he
He's
hates
talked
me.
to me about you. Thinks you're a moron.
I don't think he
And
thinks
Tom's a moron. When another moron calls you a moron.
Everybody's carpet bombing. Everybody's getting hit, man.
Yeah. Look how deep this whole thing goes.
I do think it's funny that John thinks that you might smoke pot in front of Tom because I think Tom would be outraged.
Tom would have fired you.
See, the only reason I think is I think I might have smoked pot when I was hanging out with
I
Tom.
doubt that.
No, I'm
Where, at a
serious.
party?
At one of our broadcasts, maybe.
You smoked pot at a broadcast in front of Tom.
No, not in front of him, but in another room, I think. I don't remember.
I think that John thinks Tom knew.
At the Who concert a long time ago, I think I might have.
And Tom was smoking with
I
you.
think I passed Tom a doobie.
That's smart.
And Tom was
I'm
smoking with
kidding.
you?
Now you think.
I'm kidding.
Was
but
Tom
no.
smoking with you?
No, Tom didn't smoke with me.
Oh, he was doing
Ecstasy.
He was doing yeah, he said acid.
Tom was doing acid.
Tom was busy yelling, Pete, we love you.
Was he? Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, what a nerd.
I was getting douche chills.
All right. Is that what he did?
Yeah, he was yelling. He was sitting next to me, and we were like,
This is where John was king. This is how John lasted as long as he did. was just do. You remember Raiders of the Lost Ark when he takes the statue and puts the bag of sand there?
Yeah,
That's what he does.
The old switcheroo here.
With the old switcheroo. Now I'm an asshole. Now I'm not. Ta-da!
We were
What was his son there? He was trying to show his son how cool he is.
No, we were 400 feet away from the Who, and he was out the window going, Pete, we love you.
And
what
after
an
that, he
ass.
turned to me and said, "Which one's Pete?"
Oh, man. What?
Got a break with that.
Oh,
Yo, Tom,
that is a lie. You didn't yell out Pete.
Oh, Tom, I
did not?
swear, may I drop that? It's been a memory that's been embedded in my brain because
I love the Who.
you yelled,
I
Pete.
love the Who.
Tom,
If you had seen John smoking pot at the Four Seasons,
in a cabana with the doors closed.
I love it. He thinks that's like Tom's gonna go. Oh, I didn't know it was in a cabana with the doors closed. It's a tent. It doesn't have doors. It's got flaps.
seen John smoking pot at the Four Seasons.
In a cabana with the doors closed.
It's not a cabana. It's a tent. It's a flap on a tent, and security had to come up. Wouldn't you have fired him?
See ya.
Right. Would have been gone, right? Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait a second. If
I just
I'm
want to
not
hear his
working-
answer.
Wait, Tom.
Here he goes
Hold on
with
a
another justification.
If I'm on my own time, I'm not working.
You're on a company trip.
That's right.
All right, so in other words, any action I do, even when I'm not working,
you're on the road
okay.
for the company. You're on the road for the company.
So
He
then,
doesn't
so
get
then
it.
you would fire
He
Jackie
doesn't
too?
get
Be honest.
it.
Oh, look at him right away. So you'd fire Jackie too.
Here comes that bus.
It reminds me of the old Iron Sheik story when they drug tested him for the WWF, and his test came back positive for cocaine, and they bring him into the room and they go, Sheik, they go, you tested positive for cocaine. He goes, excellent, and they go, no, that's not a good thing, Sheik. That means you tested. That means you're doing cocaine, and without missing the beat, Sheik goes, did Hacksaw Jim Duggan test positive? Did Greg the Hammer Valentine get that positive? It just starts ratting people out.
In a heartbeat.
All right.
He wants to fire Jackie anyway.
But Howard, can I just say one thing? I've
He
apologized.
doesn't even want it. He don't care about
I said
that.
I was wrong. Let's just. I mean, it's a mistake
But,
that I
hey,
made.
apology accepted. You've
Fine.
proven yourself, and you're not capable of going on a trip
All
with
right.
me.
How about all the trips that I've gone on that I've
You
excelled?
were borderline.
You
Excelled on a trip.
Excelled. He's like, look, it's like when my kids go, look, I tried this tonight and I ate almost all of it. Hey, good for you.
Yeah.
Oh, you did good on a work trip with your boss?
All right.
Please.
Excel.
Yeah. I've done
Where
some
did you
great
excel?
interviews on trips that
All
we've gone
right.
on.
Well,
Got
you'll
some
do it.
great material for
Well,
you.
now we have Gary Garver out there, so
Well,
he'll do it.
good.
I believe this is yours.
None of the others give me.
All right. All right. Thank you, Stuttering John. Thank you, Tom Chisano. And there you have it.
The Stuttering John show.
I'm sorry that it took so long.
Yeah, it was a bad bit.
It's no bit. It's not a bit with me.
Go roll one up, John.
All right.
Well, I will say I don't smoke
Can't
weed on
No.
this job, so you don't have to worry about that. I don't come in smoking.
You
weed.
should, because then you'd have an excuse.
I got no problem with people smoking weed.
Robinson, at least you can blame it on that.
Do it like we're at the Four Seasons, the nice hotel, they're treating us well. And
I mean, the Four Seasons in Los Angeles. That's no Holiday Inn Express, bro.
you know you can't smoke by the pool. You know you can't.
I figured the cabana
You
would
know
be
and the place was packed.
So he goes, you know you can't smoke by the pool. He goes, I figured the cabana would be a private area that's next to the pool.
Right. Yeah, and in there, like then the next people to go in is a family, and it's all smelling like pot.
Yeah.
Especially if he left the door closed.
Yeah.
Right. And like, there's no slouches at the Four Seasons. Everybody's got a little bit of pull, if not a fuck ton of money.
Right.
So you really are picking a dumb fucking spot. But he wants to impress his friends, his buddies that came down. Look at where we're staying. Oh, you want to go smoke a pot in this cabana? I'm a big shot. Oh, what? You want to shit in something? I'll have them do your laundry. Go nuts.
You hungry?
You hungry? I ain't paying.
If they're John's friends, they would have been impressed by a Red Roof Inn.
Yeah.
It's got an ice machine.
Woo, it was packed
With us.
No, with other
John,
people.
look, they left the light on for us. This is a nice place.
And look, he tells him, he goes, it's packed. And John goes, with us. Again, tunnel vision.
It was packed
With us.
No, with other people. Who do you think complained?
It's such inappropriate behavior.
Yeah, I mean, the security.
I've admitted it
Seriously,
It is. No,
it is.
Absolutely it is.
Well, I mean,
But John's trying to show off to me because I'm his dad.
no,
You
I've
didn't
said it was
forbid
wrong,
it
and then
would be
let's
okay.
end it though. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna, whatever.
All right.
I've
You know what? Let me be outrageous. All right. You don't have to be
I
so
wasn't
outrageous.
trying to be
All right,
outrageous.
sure.
I was trying to get high.
Yeah, you can't get high downstairs. You couldn't move downstairs and get high.
Or go to your room.
Right. Couldn't do it. You had to show everyone you get high.
No, well, if it was
Hey,
just
you know,
me, I
how
would
old are you
but
now?
everybody else.
How
was
old are
there.
you now?
Everybody else.
How old are you now?
I'm 32.
And you still have to show people you get high?
No, I
You're
wasn't
32
trying.
years old, dude.
I think pot should be
Well, you know what? When you're
legalized.
19, you want to show everyone you get
I
high.
think we should all be able
You're
to smoke in the
32,
street.
you want to get high, go to the privacy of your room, smoke a
You
little
got it.
tube, and get the hell out
I
of there.
told you I would. I told you I would.
Yeah, now you will because you're going to be home when I go away.
Fine, then I'll be home.
You're gonna be home.
You know what it is? He thinks, hey, Howard's an outlaw. I'll be cool.
What a liability.
Yeah.
There's the fucking magic word.
Yep.
Liability.
John puts the lie in liability.
Oh, he sure the fuck does. And he takes the ability out of liability.
Here we are.
Howard, hold on. Let me just one thing.
You know what? I'd rather smoke pot and get busted. I'm going to end up getting busted for your pot smoking.
We've smoked pot in public places
Smoking
before.
pot.
We've smoked
Me
pot.
and you.
So now he's throwing Howard under the bus.
Of course. Why? Listen, he's fighting for his life here. Meanwhile, they both told him we're moving on. No, he's not in trouble anymore.
Right.
Just got to keep digging.
We've smoked pot in public.
Where have I
places.
ever smoked
I'm not
pot
gonna
in
mention.
public?
I'm not going to mention.
That's a lie.
Oh, it's not a lie. Oh, it's not a lie. And we would have gotten in trouble for that, but you
Excuse me,
did it.
Howard.
You did it.
I can't understand why you're hanging out with him at all.
Robin,
Never be anywhere
Robin.
in this studio with this crazy man.
Robin,
All right.
Robin,
Robin, yeah,
let me
okay,
say
you're
something.
calling me crazy.
Do you notice since
Look
what
at the
happened at
pot
the
calling the
Four
kettle black.
Seasons?
Don't ever,
Am I ever with him?
never.
Oh,
Never.
yes, we've been together.
Oh,
after that.
then don't let it happen.
Thank you.
But, you know,
Please.
Thank you, because it's going to only end in disaster.
Dangerous person.
Oh, because I
thank
smoked pot with a bunch of
Oh,
other people
here
on the
we
show.
go.
No, not the
Dangerous.
You're
pot.
out of your mind.
All right.
He's a dangerous human being.
Oh, man. She knew her. Talk about Babe Ruth calling his shot, man. Fucking Robin.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
take
I'm
a
dangerous.
break.
Howard and I have kissed.
I'm
people
dangerous.
together.
Okay, you've only left almost every intern in the place,
Yeah.
Brian, but I'm dangerous.
What other felonies have you and I committed while we're at it? Okay, thank you.
Have you two robbed banks together?
I've smoked pot with you, but in very private places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're
private.
also okay.
Yeah.
But they're also going to be blabbed on the air by you.
Yeah. Oh, dope.
Give me a break, Rob.
You
Give me
just
a
did
break.
it.
You just literally
Yeah.
fucking did it.
Right. Why do you say I said that I just said?
Yeah, and like, let's just say hypothetically, this private place, he said that on the air. What if it was a hotel? What if it was another celebrity's house? What if it's the limo Ronnie drives and he can get in trouble for that? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Right. Yeah.
Robin.
I would like to give you a break.
All right, let's take a break. Let's give everyone a break.
We've shot heroin together.
Fucking Fred, I love that man so much. All right, look at that. Look at that. Wait, there might be some bonus shit here. Hold on.
John, you okay? You're not, what? I mean, did you learn anything from this little episode?
This is great. And it's Ganji asking him, and Ganji at this time is renting a place from John. So it's literally the tenant being a dickhead to the landlord. I love it.
Well, let's see. I've apologized how many times, Gange? I've said I was wrong how many times? So
Do you think it helps?
And you know what? There was, I would say, a bunch of us smoking pot on this show, but I'm the only one who has been now saying.
Again, your apologies are meaningless because you keep going back to this, which proves you don't understand why they're upset with you in the first fucking place.
singled out because he likes to yell at me. That's not true. He likes to yell at everybody, but I've been the one singled out about this. But but I admitted I was wrong. I shouldn't have smoked pot at the pool. What else?
Why is it that you seem to argue a lot over?
Wait a second. I say I'm sorry. I say it will never happen again. You're saying that I'm the one who keeps on going. You're saying Howard doesn't sit and moan about every little aspect of it for so then you have to defend yourself. You should know better than I. And you just keep on going.
All right, so we've learned our lesson.
Do you think for a minute I would smoke pot on a trip again? I mean, let's face it.
Yes, 100%. Yes. Honey, did you pack my bong?
Even though there are,
Are you disappointed that he said that you might never go on another show trip again?
It just gets me mad that he doesn't believe me when I tell him I wouldn't do it again. Because obviously
we'll do it 50 feet away instead of 30 feet away. It'll be fine.
Right. This time it'll be my pot, not somebody else.
What do you think I would go out there and smoke and joining it?
Gary loves to get my button going, baby. He knows how to press it.
What'd he do?
He gave me everybody's bill from the Four Seasons.
Oh no! Are we doing this? Do you guys want to watch the rest of this?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah,
I think we have to. I think we have to.
Oh, what happened?
Like Gary's was $906. Jackie's was $957.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but the room charge. No.
Okay. Let's take a guess. You guys start, debate this. I have to piss. I'll come back with my number. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to say he didn't go too crazy. I'm going to say 1380.
I'll go London. I'll just say 1275.
But you got to remember he was there with his wife, his kid in the room.
Yeah.
So you would think it would be somewhere around 1700. Really, if you have another person with you, and then you have a kid
they did
too.
They did the laundry.
Oh, the laundry, that could be a lot.
Yeah. I'll do. Bob said 1380. I'm going to go 13 even.
I'm going to go nuts, and I'm going to say $1,800.
It has to be good for them to bring it in.
Yeah. 3K, Tim. Oh my God.
Wow.
3K. All right, let's go. Let's play ball.
No food even.
Right.
Fred was $957, same as Jaggy's.
Mm-hmm.
John was $2,314.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Boom. Wow.
That's bananas, dude.
Wow. Do I feel silly?
What was that total? What?
12? No.
John was $2,314.
2,000.
$2,300.
Wow.
If I would have seen the bill, right, I would have went down and said, "Let me pay 1,000 off that." You know what I mean? So they don't see.
That's better than what I would have. If I would have seen that bill, you know how they slide it under the door for you. If I would have seen it, I would have jumped off the balcony. Wow. And the balls on this guy to be sitting there arguing anything.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah.
And he still doesn't know he's out of control.
Can you imagine?
You did Doctor the
2,000.
Here you go.
Here we
Sorry.
go.
I'm included. What?
Okay, he's gonna say, "Look, we were gonna take care of certain things that were on there." I guarantee he says that.
Well, already he's going, there's got to be another room included. So why do they have two rooms? When everybody knows that you brought your what is going on?
I want to find out why he's wearing a miniskirt.
Really, he looks like the guy on the stand-in for the guy who's on the cover of the romance novels, not the actual guy.
Right.
The guy who stands there when he goes to lunch.
Flabio.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Flabio.
I'm sorry.
I love Fred. You hear when he's going in, Fred's just going, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry. What?
That's got to be the room included because that's just that isn't the.
No, everyone's room is included.
Howard's face is perfect right here.
There'd be
Look at
three
that.
rooms.
Piece
There'd be
of shit.
three rooms included with that fucking thing, man.
Schnora. You're
Look
right.
at those eyes, Bob. You're so right. He is on another level of pissed right now. Like, what a user. Like, just what a fucking user.
Yeah. No, Jackie.
Jackie was $950. Why do you worry about Jackie?
Because we paid the bill together, me and Jackie.
You were
And we're the same bills.
$957.
What?
Jackie was $957, and Fred was $957.
Same.
Yours was $2,314.
No, Jackie paid his own bill, I think, or something like that.
Right. Okay.
Jackie,
Whatever.
Jackie,
when does Jackie pay his own bill?
We left.
See, it's always Jackie.
No, because he was with me.
I've got the figures right in front of me. Yours is the
Yeah,
highest.
that's from Kathy. She's wrong.
Why am I drawn into this stuff?
Because she's wrong. I know she's wrong because I was with Jackie when we paid our bills.
Hold on,
the same bills.
Let's take me out of the equation.
Yeah.
Forget I exist.
Yeah.
John's
Fred's
bill
bill
is
wasn't
such some bill.
That's
and
all right.
Fred's
You know
bill is
what?
some bill.
I'm
Compare those.
going to call the Four Seasons and I'm going to get the actual bill.
Good. Go get
all
it.
Right?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because I don't know where she's getting this number.
All
Because
right, here's Kathy.
I was there with Jackie and we were both paid.
Kathy's job is to keep track of you. And you're telling me she can't do her job?
Why am I a yard?
Is that what you're
Why
saying?
are you hanging
It's
around
not a
with him at all?
yardstick,
He'll
Jackie,
get
but
you into
I'm just saying we were
trouble, too.
together. So
What is it, Kathy?
I have copies of the actual bill.
Good. I want to see it.
Oh, this is going to be
Mine
great
has-
because it's going to be like the laundry. It's going to be a lot of shit like that.
Dude, and the
room
fact that she's
service
like,
is going to be ridiculous.
room service is going to be nuts. You're right. And the fact that this is her job is to organize and archive everything, right? She is the office manager back then, essentially. For him to go like to insinuate on any level that she is not competent and doesn't know how to do her job, this fucking idiot's going, good. I'd like to see those.
Yeah, right. Well, of course, he's never wrong. How could he be wrong? It has to be Kathy.
Right.
Why am I a yard?
Is that what you're
Why
saying?
are you hanging around
It's not a
with him at all?
yardstick,
He'll
Jackie,
get you
but
into
I'm just saying we were
trouble, too.
together. So
What is it, Kathy?
I have copies of the actual bill.
Good. I want to see him.
And if you look at my name there is $1,400 or 13 something.
Yes.
You know, it's the same thing that John did, and I was taking care of you and everybody with phone calls and faxes, and I was getting all that charged to my room.
Right. Even with
And
that.
mine was
Right.
$1,000 less.
Right.
Wow. I mean, now what does he have to say? This I got. I love tips. They get massages, haircuts, pedicures.
I wonder if there was I wonder if they had not fumigate, but to clean the room because he probably maybe smoked pot in the room.
Oh my god!
Right, and what do you call it to sanitize it?
Yeah, they probably just had to burn the room down.
Get rid of the cockroaches.
They just put a big X on it, like the seat Lee Harvey Oswald sat in the theater.
Right.
Yeah, but wait a second.
And you were
Hold on a second. I put everybody's the whole day on my bill on one day, a $500 day, which was Howard.
No.
Yes,
It says here you pay $200 out of
I gotta-
pocket. We have it exactly.
Yes, you know
So
what?
your bill was over $2,000.
But I'm saying
And
there
I'm
was a day.
deducting the $200 day you're talking about.
No.
All right.
I'm saying
Thank you.
there was a
Thank
day
you.
that all
Thank you.
everybody.
No. He's
I
never
paid-
wrong.
No, Howard, listen,
Never wrong.
I paid for a whole day at the pool for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, he paid. Big shot. He charged it to the room that you're not paying for. You didn't pay for shit.
The only one that
We deducted that. I deducted the $200.
That's not $200. That was $600.
Okay.
Oh, it was 500 a minute ago.
Right,
Now
right.
it's 600.
Jackie, $200 what I paid.
But Jackie.
Watch his hands. Watch it. Look at him mess with his fingers. Hasn't changed till this day. Watch it.
That's $200. That was $600.
Okay.
Jackie, $200 what I paid.
But Jackie.
Maybe that's why his fingers are so fucked up. Is that when he lies, he starts mangling them.
Yeah, he starts digging.
And then that's why he's like, I don't lie. I don't like to lie.
He should just have two stumps at this point. He's gotta like the lie.
I lie so much. I got a kung fu grip now.
I can't even poke in my ear anymore. I got no fingers left.
I use my thumb now.
Yeah. What is it? Arthritis? No, lying.
Beat at the same time.
Whatever.
Jackie.
Jackie, you paid the same bill.
Jackie had a burger and
It's the same
and
time.
fries.
$500.
Howard, one time
Jackie
everyone
did
left
too.
the pool and I paid for the whole. I signed to my room. Everyone, Grillo.
Yeah, because you brought everyone with you.
no. Joe, I signed to that one
All right,
day.
thank you.
So I'm not
All right,
including
listen,
that
can I
day.
go on with my show now? Or are you going to continue to make a fool out of yourself?
I mean, however I answer that is
right. All right.
I can do both, Howard.
Lucky for you, I'm ambidextrous. Let's hear Kathy.
John is always doing this, you know? Totally. It's like, it's nothing new.
He keeps digging himself in deeper.
Yeah, I said, your bill was so much higher. You're lying. No, it's not. I have it right. I mean, we got copies the day that, we came back, so we know what the bill was. He had like 9 million people out there. He had all his friends, his wife, his kid. No wonder it's $2,400.
That's what the problem is.
What? What's the problem?
There was a day where I signed at the
Oh,
pool.
yeah. I figured it out.
Yeah. Right when he went to commercial, it all became clear to me.
One left, and it was everyone's food. I gotta get the break. I'm gonna call the Four Seasons.
Yeah. And how did that end? I'll tell you, it didn't. Nobody called the Four Seasons. Nobody fucking.
Wow.
Oh man, that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the blunder years.
Yes, we will be doing more of these for sure. We got a bunch of them, and I like it. I like that we just let it run and fucking. No wonder he's so mad. Oh, look at that before and after. Jesus Christ.
Like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Ech.
Oh my God. $2,400. Unbelievable.
That's amazing.
How long were they there for? It seems like a little bit of a trip, like 4 or 5 days.
I think a week. Yeah, I think they did a week's worth of shows from there. It was the Grammys, and so they posted up there on Radio Row or wherever the fuck they were, and I think that's when they interviewed Corey Feldman, one of those times with his dad. It might have been that trip.
And here's the thing about the number he's throwing out there is he said it was $600 for all that stuff, but that still leaves it, under, what was it, 1,500? Yeah, 18, not even because it was under 1,000 for John, for Fred and Jackie.
Right.
So
it seemed like they were giving them 200 a day to spend.
Correct.
That's what it seemed like it was.
Correct.
I can't believe he lied.
Yeah, well, what's he supposed to do? Go, sorry, I was pretending to be a big shot and invited a bunch of people down. Because that's what really happened.
Right.
He should have just said, look, I had no idea I was going to get caught.
Right. And then it's a bit. Then you're like, this idiot got caught. No, instead he's like, I paid for that. I signed it to my room. That's not paying for it when you know the fucking company you work for is paying for your room.
Me a bag of shells.
Yeah. I signed on that like it was nothing. Because it is. Unbelievable. East, we got BS in the morning, right?
Yes, sir, at 11 a.m. Eastern.
11 a.m. Eastern, BS show on the youtube.com/the Shuley Network. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching with us. Over 100 strong here in Patreon, tier 2. Love it. We will be back tomorrow at 11. I don't know.
My internet is working by then, hopefully.
You sounded and looked a million times better than MLC, which, by the way, kudos to you. Even with technical difficulties, you were fantastic on there today. You really were.
I had nothing to cover up. You know what I mean? It was like nothing. It was just to answer, why you mad, why you this. Boom.
Yeah.
It was simple, Yeah,
and
you find out he had a bad day, and And he was more mad that basically I caught that thing that he posted
Right.
before he deleted it.
Right. He deleted a tweet a little too late. You had already seen it, and then you shared it, and then he
And
got
he was
really
mad that everybody was just on him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but again, nobody just woke up in Rochester and said, "Let's fuck with Chad today." Chad has been calling out our fans and people coming to Rochester to see this show for over a month. Okay?
Yeah.
So, it's not like they just decided to fuck with Chad one day. This has been something. Again, I say it a lot for John's show, but and I like Chad, but he started it. So you can't be pissed when they're going back at it with you. Like that's what you started.
Yeah, but I think he learns a little each. You know what I mean? It's like
you?
some people
Do you?
don't learn. Some, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I
we just
definitely
watched
do.
the guy for an hour and a half who
Yeah,
hasn't learned a thing.
I know, but like you could see it in his face when he came on. I knew that he knew.
Well, you
No,
damn
there's no
right he
doubt.
knew because you said when we meet in New York, you're gonna fucking see, and when a 60-year-old man beats the shit out of you, then we'll see what you have to say. So yeah, I'm not surprised that he showed up and was like, you know what, I was a bit out of line, Bob. I apologize.
But it's better when somebody says that than not say that. You know, that's the way I look at things.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Of
not
course.
gonna beat somebody that's
So do we want to
fucking.
do a over under when he's going to do something again?
Well, you never know.
You think they'll be on the outs again? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let's think of a number here.
Well, I don't think it'll be me. It'll be someone else, I guess.
You think he's going to be on the outs with Kevin soon?
No, I don't think with Kevin. You know,
Who's your
I
guess?
mean, Kevin told him, put him in place totally, you know, because I'm like the only one. Like Kevin's not even you know what I mean?
No,
I'm the one that gets
Kevin
the
was
show.
great. Kevin defended you. He and not that he needed to, but Kevin was just being honest about you.
Yeah,
and
like
what
how
you
we are
bring-
together as people. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing. What are you mad at him for? He's done nothing wrong with you. You know, nothing. I didn't do anything to him.
Not only that, but you're the guy who, if it wasn't for you, he wouldn't be back on this show. And
No.
you've gone out of your way on private matters to try and help him.
Oh yeah,
You know?
and
So
he knows that. You know, he
course
knows
he
that.
does.
It's just that he had a bad day. People have bad days, but I said, you know, I don't
Yeah,
even
but you
think
can't-
about
but-
what was happening. If anybody even said anything about you, it didn't matter.
I get that he had a bad day, but you can't sit there and say for a month, whoever's going to this event is a fucking loser and you're
dork
and a dork, and you
I
guys
love
can
that.
suck my dick, and I'm the best, and you guys suck, and then turn around and go, why is everybody attacking me? Come on, grow the
my
fuck.
my number's is it 28th or 29th? This leap year, whatever the end of the month is.
Oh, okay.
It's 28th.
28th. Let's take a look here. You're correct. So I say by 2/28 there will be a beef a blowing.
You're taking the under or the over?
Well, I'm
'Cause the over will be the next month.
Yeah, no, I'm saying he'll do it by 2/28.
By 2/28.
Yeah.
I'm going to say April 23rd.
Yeah, I'm going to go after
Right there.
2/28.
All right, so all right, I'm 2/28. That's me. And what'd you say, Bob?
April 23rd, but I don't think it's going to be bad.
I'm going to go April 20th, Hitler's birthday. I'm going to say that day he's going to wake up with a little bit more pep in his step.
Oh, it's like
All
weird.
right.
It's like I'm being told, "Oh, you kiss up to Kum." I like Anthony. Anthony likes me. Why would I not? You know what I mean? Why should I'm going to stick up for you when you're wrong.
Kumi has never done anything to you for you to not
No.
like him. In fact, just the opposite.
Opposite. Yeah,
When-
exactly.
when a lot of doors were closed on Bob, O&A, and then Kumi on his own were one of the few places that opened the door for Bob and that respected Bob and wanted him to be a part of things and recognized Bob's talent. That is a fact. So for you to say I'm mad at you because you won't get mad at somebody that I'm mad at,
And I was never like that. I never listened to that.
no, you're not a
bullshit.
fucking 9-year-old girl. Why
Yeah.
would you be like that?
If
That's
I listened to
insane.
everybody, I would never became friends with Kevin because nobody really had anything. You know, a few people said something good, but most of them, they're terrified of him for some reason.
Mhm.
And it's just amazing. And I don't see that person.
Maybe it's
Right.
how he screams at them.
Yeah, but no, he doesn't do that. I hang out with him. We we don't never have anything like that. Never have anything. It's nothing but a friendship, and respect.
No, I
And
understand, but listen, if there was a NASCAR driver that crashed every other race and he gets in a new company and a new car and you go, he's probably going to crash again. And you go, no, no, no.
and I'd be the first one to watch it and be
Right.
part of it because I think it's something different, you
It is
know?
different. It is different. But at the end of the day, it's also an added stress, and
Not
it's
to me. I don't give a fuck. I don't stress about shit. That's the whole thing. It doesn't get to me. I deal with enough shit sometimes that,
you were
you know,
screaming about beating the shit out of a guy today on a
I'm
podcast.
just
So you
I
were,
basically was just making it clear that I'm not gonna do it online. I'm going to when you come here, I will talk to you.
I understand. I understand.
There's no stress there. I have no stress. I have no stress.
Well, we are stress free here on the
Mhm.
Blunder Years. We thank you guys for joining us. The Shuli Network on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, leave a comment. That way you'll know when we're live, like tomorrow at 11 a.m. And then you're already here on Patreon, but feel free to tell your friends and family and neighbors and whoever else you want to tell about signing up to the Patreon. And I think we're going to be, we were in the process, we had DabbleCon, but we were in the process of setting up a thing on Rumble. And I saw Kevin and those guys were on Rumble today. How did that go?
Oh, I have no idea. Like, I know that it was on there, but I don't know anything how it went,
Okay.
you know?
Well, we heard some good things, and Aaron from Steel Toe was telling me some good stuff. So I figured maybe we'll try that and see,
It's
why
good
not?
to be in many places, and
I
if we can do it
agree.
from here, it just makes sense.
I agree. I agree. And oh, by the way, I didn't get a chance to say this the other night, but had the privilege of meeting David Chandler, the one, the
Oh my
only,
god, yeah.
out in Rochester, and what a sweetheart of a guy. I'm not just
Mhm.
saying that because he gave me 400 to suck his dick. I'm saying it because he's a
He coulda
great.
gave me 2.
You got
He coulda give
400?
me 2, I would've
I would have
fucking
done it for 2, and he tipped me 2 more. Nah, he's a sweetheart. I like that dude a lot, man.
No, yeah, everybody was nice. It was like it was just amazing,
It really was.
Yeah.
It was insane.
We were laughing the whole fucking time backstage. Fucking, they told us to be quiet after a while. Like, we didn't
Yeah,
even realize it. We're just fucking dying laughing
yeah.
back then.
You listen closely to WATP's latest episode, you can hear Kumia and Bob laughing in the background in the green room.
We were just out of control. It was just such a good time. And you're like, how can you hate people that are nice people? Really, truthfully, and that done nothing to you. If you're gonna go and take a stand, I'm not gonna take a stand if I don't believe in it.
Of course, you're
You
not a
know?
follower, you're not a sheep, you're your own fucking person, and I would feel weird even asking my friends to do that. To be like, "Yo, hate that person. I don't like them." Like,
And the
what is
funny
that?
thing is, Anthony doesn't hate Kevin. He doesn't hate Chad. Carl
Like,
does not hate Chad at all. And I told him that. I said,
if we had a falling out, you and I, and you
Mhm.
just went and did Kevin Brennan from here on out,
Mhm.
uh, I I wouldn't be like, forget let's just say Kevin and I had a falling out. That's a better example. Kevin and I have
Yeah.
a falling out. You still work with me. You still work with him. I'm not going to
Mhm.
come to you and go, you're not allowed, or I don't want you to work with Kevin because he said mean things about me.
Mhm.
I know
Yeah.
who my friends are. I know where they
Yeah,
stand.
and I'm a grown man. I know what's good and not
That's
good
right.
for me, and this is something I worked on for a long time to work with him, and I've been working with him for a while, and it's been fucking fun, truthfully. I mean, I hate when shit goes down all of a sudden and it gets big because then, but it's gonna end and it moves on. It'll
Yeah,
move
tell
on by
that
the
to
end of the
Gino.
week.
Tell that to Gino.
Well, I don't think that'll ever move on, but, like, with
No, it
Anthony, he's
hasn't.
not even Kevin said, "I'm not mad." I love Anthony. Nobody makes me laugh like Anthony. He's never done anything to him. He thinks E-Rock disrespected him, which, I could see that.
Well, then tell
I
him to
can see
take it up
that.
with E-Rock and stop yelling about Anthony.
No, I know, but he is better with it. You know what I mean? Because I talked to him about it. I said, Anthony loves you. He goes, I'm going to get mad at
Sounds like the
Kevin.
Real Housewives of the Compound.
I know
No,
Bob
but like
threatening
how
to kill
you.
a guy today, and he goes, "Kevin's doing better. I'm working on it." with him."
No, but like the whole thing is that like Anthony's like, I don't. I go, how do you get mad at Kevin? He's being Kevin. That's exactly what he said, and I'm like, yeah, I get it, but a
Of
lot of
course.
people don't get it.
And I don't think
show again.
I never said right. I don't think he's mad at Kevin. I just think a little bit like John, Kevin's a bit of a liability. And so why would somebody want to kind of, be in business with somebody who could be a liability? You never know.
Because he's
You
excited.
can't predict how he's going to react. So that's not good. I mean, it's
Yeah.
entertaining, but if you're the guy who's in charge of him or paying him or employing him, yeah, that could be a problem. I hear both sides of it. I get it. But I texted Kevin today after the show, and I told him, I said, great show today. And then I wrote, do you want to see Earl's cock picture? And he wrote me back, no, but my wife probably would.
No,
and then
he really doesn't hate it. You know what I mean? He doesn't hate it. Like, it's just business to him.
I
If he
ended
got
by
something to say, he says it.
I ended it by saying, I hope all is as close to well as possible. And he wrote back, thanks, buddy. Well, listen, we gave you almost 2 hours tonight of the Blunder years. Fantastic. Thank the crew, the boys back there. Thank you. Well, you got 8 people. How you paying 8 people? Don't worry about it, Kevin. Everybody made money. Everybody went home with a smile on their face, dog. Airfare was covered for shout. All right. Don't worry about it.
And I brought my wife, and I should have brought my kid too, like John did.
But with $2,200 from the cum tent house. Yeah, it's out of control. Look at this. Look, this was the breakdown of the staff. 8 people, 3 shoolies. I got a lot of psycho trolls out there. I need body doubles like Saddam Hussein. In case they get to
Yeah, there is like 3 shoolies. That's so weird.
Well, I really look like a maniac. Now I need more bald people with beards, dark glasses.
Next, no good. Next.
It's like a casting call for me. I'm like Liberace. I'm just gonna have a guy do plastic surgery and look like a young me. All right. Tomorrow, BS show, 11 a.m.
Yeah, hopefully this is done by then. It could be fucked up totally, but because they're gonna be working from the morning. They said by the end of the day. So whatever that fucking means, I'll find them outside.
Bob, don't forget to put a fire extinguisher on your head there tonight, so you don't light the bed on fire.
Oh, my hair's glowing. Yeah, it's not working. Nothing's working right. The sound is working good, but the camera's not going to go through this.
Oh wow.
April, I'm in Tampa at Side Splitters. I believe the 13th, and then the 15th. I believe I am. God damn it! All right, we'll start with the 13th. I'll get the other one for you. Sorry, I just had some gigs confirmed. I know I'm coming to Charleston. I know I'm going to Lafayette and possibly New Orleans. So some gigs are coming up. Salem, Oregon, that's getting booked. So hitting the road, party people. Let's fucking rock and roll. Let's do this thing. And then we start booking some podcast dates, some tour dates with the crew here, and it's going to be a fucking blast. So thank you, everybody, for the support, for the love, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. BS show.
Yeah.
Bye,
bye, kids. Bye, bye.
2, 3, 4.
1,
2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Oregon. I don't know about Oregon.
Yeah. Oregon.
The Blunder Years. before all the beer made him age 50 years. What a tragedy.
I'll be outside today. Don't worry, Devin.
The blunder years. Just before that
That's fucking great.
ruined his career.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Skills.
This is Stuttering John saying,